What's up, guys? How's it going? I know we're just kicking things off, and we're gonna ease in, let people get cozy, get comfortable, join the stream here. But we are excited for a fun new beginning tonight. The first episode of Chasing the Storm, thanks to our friends at Collectin' and Connectin'. So it's going to be a blast tonight. Magic Top Shots are ready in the chat, ready to go. We're excited, man. Thank you so much for providing that moment. We're going to give away later tonight, some point during the stream. It's going to be a blast. We're excited, so it's going to be fun. We're gonna learn throughout the way, and good vibes. That's the whole key. That's the whole goal here. Loving it, and rocking and rolling and having a ton of fun as we do it. So, man, it's going to be a fun night. So I'll talk us through a little bit about what the plan is for tonight while people are joining in. And so we're going to start out with some Thunder talk. So much to talk about. A very, very cool trade season for the Thunder. Not what I was expecting at all for the Thunder when it comes to trade time. We're going to talk about that game last night. We're going to dive in a little bit there. We're going to look at the schedule for the rest of the year. We'll talk a little bit about Shea and his injury, some of the other things, because it's Title Town, baby. We definitely want to be rocking and rolling here in Chasing the Storm. It's going to be a blast. So, yeah. Woohoo, Magic. You got games on in the background. You got this on the iPad rocking and rolling. I love it. And we're going to get into the NBA website here in a little bit and check on those scores. And then we're jumping into some serious Top Shot magic, baby. We're going to jump in and see what we've got going on. I've got some cool things to share you because I'm a data nerd. So we're going to be looking at rookie prices. We're going to be comparing them to how they've moved. We're going to look at MGLE versus Origin. We're going to check out all things Top Shot, have some giveaways, and then at the end of the night, we're going to rip some serious stuff and see what we got rocking and rolling. So super exciting. Super glad you guys are jumping in, and welcome to episode 1 right here in the center of Oklahoma, right here in Oklahoma City. Welcome. It's going to be a blast tonight. So I wanted to start out tonight just giving a little bit of this, a little bit of love, and he should be joining us in a little bit on the stream. But I've got to tell you how I really got into Top Shot, because I joined way back in 2021 and saw all the coolness and the crazy and saw the prices, and it was really cool, but I just didn't quite jump in. I've always been a cardboard guy, and I just didn't quite pull the trigger on moments. I got the sign up bonus where you get the free pack, something like that. But then this all changed last year during the NBA Cup. When I hopped on a plane and I flew out to Vegas to watch my Thunder lose to the Bucks in the NBA Cup. But guess who was on that flight? Thunder Hour. My friend that I met, we got to talking because we were both decked out in our Thunder gear. And he really opened up and talked a little bit about this thing that he loved called NBA Top Shot. And so he connected with me, and he sent me, I think the first moment he sent me was an Isaiah Joe moment. So I really jumped in because I'd met somebody in real life that had some connection to NBA Top Shot. So the rest is history. That's been about a year and a half. So it kind of picked it up even more this year from the start of the season, because I wasn't in at the beginning of the season last year. So really, really awesome how we really do get connected to each other, and we enjoy going through and collecting and connecting and just living our best life and doing all things for the teams that we love. So anyways, I'm a soda drinker tonight, so I've got my Sprite that I'm going to crack open, but it's a special Sprite. So I know you all have your fandom out there, and I have been a season ticket holder for the Thunder. Thanks so much for the best of luck wishes on our new show. It's going to be a blast. So I've been a Thunder season ticket holder since 2010, so the second season of the Thunder, and went through the Kevin Durant era, went through the highs and the lows of NBA Finals, losing to LeBron. But I'm cracking open a Sprite tonight, not sponsored, of course. I wish Coca-Cola hit me up, but 2025 champions, baby. It's a special Sprite that we're cracking and enjoying on the Sodas Drink tonight. Woo! Ready to go. Caffeine free, because I don't need any caffeine for the fun. All right, so let's start tonight real quick before we jump into things Thunder. Let's look at the games that are happening tonight. Let me turn this music down a little bit. That was our intro music here, and bear with me. And please share out there if the music's like, whoa, Levi, you're smoking us with the music here. Let me know. I'm learning as we go too, and I want to make it the best stream for everybody. Okay, here we go. Let's check on this NBA game matchups that are tonight. My Thunder are not in tonight because of that loss last night, and this is yesterday's game, so let's check it out today. All right, jumping straight in. So many new dynamics with all the trades that went down, but Wizards are in the second quarter, 51-39, the lead over the Pistons. It looks like Justin Champagne is having a good game for the Wizards with 14 and 6. Then we got the Magic. Nick Claxton looks like they're leading. Let's see. Oh, no, that's for Brooklyn. My bad. Desmond Bain, 12 for the Magic, but they're leading the Nets by 18. Jazz are winning, and I'm okay if they win, honestly, because I'd like for them to fall out of that protected area for that Thunder pick. I know that Colton is not wanting that, my friend, out there in Utah, but I want them to win so that we can maybe sneak in another first-round pick, because I'm just a little bit. I'll take every first-round pick that we can get here for the Thunder. So. Awesome. Magic Top Shot, you're a season ticket holder too, man. That's exciting. I love that. Magic season ticket holder. How long have you held, man? That's cool. I love that experience of supporting your team on the real level if you're there and you're able. All right, let's keep going through here. Raptors. Banana Mac, where is she tonight? She's excited. Her Raptors are ahead by 11 nearing the end of the first quarter there. Brandon Ingram with 12. And then we've got Hornets and Rockets that will be playing later. Ooh, Spurs and Mavericks. Ooh. Flag and some Wemby. That's going to be one we're going to be watching throughout the night, that score as we go. I'm telling you, man, I know that they're kind of our kryptonite. I'll own that. But, man, it's fun to watch Wemby play, especially against us, because he always shows up against the Thunder. But his style of play, I really wish him some good health as he is progressing, and I hate to see anybody be injured, and that's something we're going to talk about later, because I don't know, maybe from my Top Shot perspective of the fast break that I'm playing, but man, injuries seem to be really, really on the uptick this year. So, anyways, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. Good to see you guys joining in to the stream. Thanks for joining me on episode 1, the first. You were here. Tell your friends. I love it. That's good. Thanks for the luck. Thanks for everything, guys. It's going to be a blast. So lots of fun games happening. And so without further ado, we got to jump into some Thunder talk here, okay? Raise your hand in the chat if you had any idea that the Thunder would do some trading at the trade deadline and we'd get another guard. I sure didn't. I mean, I know we all know what's looming over us in the coming time. We've got that second apron that we're worried about for next year. And there's not really a feasible way that we're going to keep Isaiah Hardenstein and Alex Caruso along with J-Dub and all those things. Hey, guys, thank you so much for the luck. Thank you, Rossi4181, Rob T916, Sweetheart Pro Wrestling. Thank you guys so much for the luck. We're having a blast here. So I was not expecting at all this whole trade that went down. I mean, we all knew that Ousmane Dieng was probably the guy that was going to get dealt, if anybody was going to get dealt from the Thunder. But Jared McCain, I mean, TikTok famous Jared McCain, fingernails painted, rocking and rolling Jared McCain, rookie of the year last year before injury. I mean, wow. And here's the spot that I've got to share with you, okay? He just fits this Thunder culture. And I mean, all of us bow down at the feet of Sam Presti. We know that he is absolutely, thanks for the luck, Jordan White. And it was a pickup in Sly Czar too as well. Thanks, Regulator 8680, Mount Up. That's a good song. Maybe get that on later on the track. But we don't question Sam Presti here in Oklahoma. He has turned, he has turned murky dirt water from the creek into, the finest of wine when it comes to Paul George, and maybe one of the best trades that's ever mount up. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Jord White. I'm glad you like watching those pack rips, man. We're going to keep those going. See if we can make it the whole year ripping through them. But he has turned so many things around. I mean, when Durant, and I remember the day. I remember the day. It was July 4th, 2016. I was driving to Dallas-Fort Worth to hop on a plane to go with my wife on our honeymoon. We had gotten married in April, and we had made a promise to ourselves on the honeymoon we were going to have a blast. We were not going to look at our phones or do anything. So we were driving, and I was about Purcell, which those of you that don't know Oklahoma, it's probably about halfway between Oklahoma City and Dallas. And my phone goes, pew, and guess what? Durant gone. He's taken his talents out to Golden State. Mr. Cupcake himself. I'll say it. I love him as a person. Not what we do in Oklahoma. Stick around, especially with the supporting cast. And again, respect his play. But man, the heart was just torn out. Thanks, David Jackson. Appreciate you. 838. And all that to say, all the ups and downs of the Kevin Durant time and all of those things, and how Sam just really brought us back so much from that Paul George. I mean, we respected when Russell Westbrook went away. He'd done his time, but then to turn Paul George into what he's turned it into, man, I'm just unbelievable. So, but again, to the culture of Sam Presti. All right. So just a little preview here. Let me get this all set up here and share it with you. But this is what it's about when it comes to the Thunder and the culture. You guys have probably seen it, but this is Jalen Williams and Jalen Williams, right? J Will and J Dub, our Jalen Williams pair here. But this is them, right? I mean, this is all the antics, all the fun. I mean, that's just who they are. And I know everybody hates on them, especially on the Twitterverse that I see. Of course, we'll see what those guys, if they really watch Thunder basketball. But that's the duo, man. So I'm just saying, we're gonna plug this guy right here into this. Let me pull up one of his videos. Tell me that this is not the perfect combo for what we got rolling here in OKC. Let's just be honest. Here we go. I mean, Aaron McCain fits in, right? He totally fits into our Thunder culture and just the wackiness that we have. So it's fun, and I cannot wait to see him on the court. It's going to be a blast to see him join our team. Can you imagine those interviews with Gallo after at the post game of each and every game when he's jumping in there with J Will and J Dub? It's going to be a blast. So thanks, NC Hollis, Fantasy Couch. Appreciate your good luck wishes. But man, let's talk too now with this trade. We're going to see where this takes us. I'm excited about it. But can we give a shout out? Okay, some applause might be in order. Let's see if we can cue some intense applause here. Can we shout out the 8 guys that we had that played for us last night against the Spurs, when every single starter and all but 5 minus our two-way players were on the injury list for us? Man, I thought we were going to be blown out of the gym. I mean, I had a giveaway going down with our with my Okie rips that I do every single day, and the giveaway was how many points would the winning team win by of the Spurs Thunder game. Well, then all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, Shea's out, Chet's out, everybody's out, and oh my goodness, it was like, whew, I thought we were going to get smoked out. And I'm telling you, to be watching in the fourth quarter and have it be a 4-point game, I love it. So I got to give some credit where credit is due, and I want to go to the screen and just share out the stats from our friends that played last night for your Oklahoma City Thunder. Because I'm pretty sure all of them had a career high with what they were doing. Probably not all of them, but let's just look here and just check out this box score, because you got to give props. Wiggins, his play, Kendrick Williams. I mean, they were just. I mean, Wiggins had 20. Kendrick Williams had 25. Jay Will had 24. Queso had 13. He didn't make 7 threes like he made the night earlier this week. But Isaiah Joe didn't really have the best night. But let's give it up to Brooke Barnheiser, the barn burner. Okay, proud owner of his jersey in his rookie debut here on NBA Top Shot. But let's give props to these guys and hope that the rest of our team can get healthy. Yes, it all starts here. You're right, Polly. It all starts here. But that's really what it is, guys. I mean, SGA especially. SGA, he's out. We don't know. I mean, he's going to be reevaluated after the All-Star game. I'm not sure. And if you guys have heard, I don't know if he is actually playing in the All-Star game, but I would hope that he just gets some rest. We need rest. We need him healthy. We need J-Dub healthy, especially with looking at what the trade deadline has brought to us, right? I mean, Washington Wizards in the East, man, they're making serious moves. And we've still got the Spurs problem. We haven't really played a serious Nuggets game, right? It's crazy that all of our Nuggets games are backloaded in the season. We played all of our other Northwest Division foes earlier in the season. We're done playing the Trail Blazers, I'm pretty sure, and I think Utah maybe one more game. But the Nuggets, we still have 3 other games with them. And the first game, yeah, we got the W, but Jokic was not healthy. Let's be honest. He was not healthy. And so it'll be really interesting to see how this goes. I think it's a very important stretch between now and the All-Star break to see if our Thunder can stay afloat and if we're going to stay in that top spot in the NBA and also this top spot in the West. Speaking of, let's take a look at those standings. Let's take a look at those standings and see where all the teams are. I mean, we're really close to this All-Star break. This year is flying by. It's February, guys. And All-Star weekend is just around the corner, like a week and a half. It's crazy to think. So let's check out these standings because I haven't looked at them in depth in just a little bit. Chewy, what's up, Chewy? Good to see you, man. Putting the regular season record behind now will help ensure the team's focus on health leading into the playoffs. I am 100% with that, Jammers. 2060. You're exactly right. What really matters, we've got the chip. We're trying to do something that nobody's done in like the last 10 years, practically a repeat. And so we've got to really focus on getting healthy for the postseason. So let's jump in the West because we're in the West. So Spurs are right on our tail here, right? 4 behind us, and with 16 in the loss column. Nuggets are right behind them at 19. And props to our Nuggets fans out there, and props to the Nuggets for winning while Jokic was out. They need Aaron Gordon, though. Let's be honest. They need Aaron Gordon to get healthy. The Rockets are right behind them. The Timberwolves, I am so glad that the Timberwolves didn't do anything crazy for trade time. I was nervous with Giannis maybe going there. I know that you can't believe any of the AI stuff you really see on X right now, especially with trade time, at least on my feed and my algorithm. But and then the Lakers are at that last for sure spot, and then all the play-in is going to be really interesting. I want to say here, this is Thunder fan take, okay? Thunder fan take here. I would love to see the Lakers. I would love to see the Lakers just hang out somewhere. First round matchup would be okay, but let's talk about the Clippers. The Clippers, man, they seem to be like in tank mode. I mean, maybe not, maybe so, but I mean, they gave me tanking vibes based on what they did at the trade deadline. So we have their unprotected pick. I would be just all right with them heading down towards the bottom. I don't know if they'll be able to catch some. And Chewy, I hate to say this, Pains, you are a friend of mine. We have done a pack war battle together, but I don't know if they're going to catch the Kings. But the positive in all this, Chewy, for your Kings, man, like what a draft class that's coming up. So let's hope you guys get some luck in the lottery. But on the Thunder side, I'd love to see these Clippers just slide down a little bit into the bottom more, so I have a little bit better chance This is something I think is fun, and I've seen my friend Colton do it in his morning show, Coffee with Colton. Shout out to him. If you're not watching that, you should be. It's pretty awesome. But he has this really cool website, and it's a mock lottery draft. So before we view the East here, let's just have a little fun, and let's do a mock lottery here for the NBA lottery. Let's see what we can see what it says is going to happen. All right, here we go. Let's sim it out here, see what we got. Okay, whoa. I know it's just fun, but this one's got your first pick going to the Hornets. We've got the Jazz going in at 2, the Hawks from the Pelicans. And this one has Dallas right here, and your Kings all the way to 5th. Kings fans deserve better. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And this has our unprotected pick here at 12. I would really love to see that slide just a little bit higher up. That would be great. Maybe we can get some of that Dallas love that they got last year, getting a few spots ahead up to the top. So, anyways, fun thing. This Tankathon, we'll keep rolling this in future, chasing the storms to see as the end of the season nears what this could be. So, all right, let's hop back over because we want to check in on that live NBA action. So let's hop back and check it out. I will puke if Dallas ends up higher than Utah and the Kings. Well, I don't want you to puke, Chewy. But that would be there'd be some talk if Dallas does that. So now the question will be: you bring up Dallas. I'm going to say it. Let's see what Luka turns into. We know it was the most interesting trade of the century, but now that Anthony Davis is moving up, we're going to see what Dallas can make happen. And they got this guy named Cooper Flagg, who we're going to dive into hard his moments here in Top Shot in just a little bit. But without further ado, we gotta check on the live action right now and see where everybody is where everybody is doing for games tonight. See if they've changed. All right, live games tonight, Thursday the 5th. Halftime for the Wizards and the Pistons. Wizards are up 4. Looks like Justin Champagne still leading score, 14-6. All right, Nets and Magic. Magic have a very solid lead. Magic fans excited about that. Up 16. Desmond Bain, 16, 3 assists. All right, in the second quarter, Jazz 42, Hawks 37. Isaiah with 9, 3, and 6. Ooh, that's an interesting stat line. Maybe triple double on the way there if he can get those rebounds going. All right, Raptors, Prime Video still up by 10. Okay, looks like Brandon Ingram has 12, 4, and 1. And then the Hornets Rockets has tipped off. LaMelo Ball with the early point lead there with 7. Looks like the Rockets are spreading around their scoring there. If Amen Thompson is the only one that has 2 points. So, all right. Anyways, lots of cool stuff going on. Before we end our Thunder segment here, I want to make sure that we look at what the schedule looks like coming up and what this could be in this crazy season between now and the All-Star break and then beyond. Really want Jada back. Really think that's important. Hate to see Ousmane Dieng go. We love Uz. My daughter plays in the Thunder Y Collaboration League, and she's really sad. We had some real tears from my 6-year-old daughter last night because she's number 13, and she wanted to know who number 13 was because we go to a lot of games. Thunder are awesome with getting the kids involved, and number 13 is Ousmane Dieng. So now she no longer has a Thunder player that's hers. But we're going to see if 13 gets picked up by somebody else, and she'll get to have that number to herself as she plays her Y ball each and every Saturday. So, all right, let's look at this upcoming schedule for the Thunder. See what we've got coming up. I know we play the Rockets this weekend on the 7th here in Paycom Center. And then the Lakers. This will be an interesting away game. I'm looking forward to this one. A late start for us here in the Central Time Zone. I hate those 9 o'clocks, especially on a weekday. They really make me lethargic in the morning the next day in my work as a school principal. But we'll stay up and watch because we have to. Then we've got the Suns on the 11th. And then the next night, the Bucks at home. If we're tracking right, SGA has put quite a bit of a pause on his quest to set the all-time record of 20-plus point games. She can represent Colton's favorite number, 13. You're right, Chewy. It is. It is. That's a great spin. I will actually share that with her. That's a good point. All right. So again, I was going to say the Bucks game is where SGA could have tied Wilt Chamberlain for that 20-point record, but instead we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. On the Friday, February 20th, City Edition jersey, excited for that against the Nets. And then we going into this All-Star, or actually after All-Star time, we've got the Cavs on the 22nd. We've got the Raptors on the 24th, the Pistons. This could be a very nice Wednesday night matchup right here against the number one team in the East. And then we see our Nuggets again. And then Cooper Flag, we go down to American Airlines Center on March the 1st. So we'll just look for the next month of games right there. I see us, especially up here, I see at least 2 or 3 L's in here that I would worry about, especially without SGA. This Lakers game worries me without SGA. This Bucks game worries me without SGA. We really need more of our team ready to rock and roll in order to see what we can get there. But I think someone said in the chat earlier, I'm really glad that we took the losses. I mean, I hate to say that, and it's easy to say, but you know, that hot streak, losing one game at the start and 23 straight wins there at the beginning, that was cool. But there was too much Warriors talk. There was too much push for that. And man, the injury-prone NBA right now. I mean, it's something they've really got to think about. I mean, I want to see the best teams play. When we play the Nuggets, I want to face a healthy Jokic. I want to face, I want to face everyone at their peak. I mean, Lucas had his stretch out. Wemby's had some injury this year. Ant-Man's injury, Giannis's injury, if it's, you know, how much it really is and those type of things. But I think we got to look at play a little bit. That's personal take, but a lot of games and a lot of chance for injury right now in the NBA. So I'm hoping our Thunder can kind of get a little bit of that back. We're in the top 5 in the NBA for man games out. And so I really Hardenstein need him to stay healthy and would love to see J-Dub back so that he can get some rhythm going in to the playoff time. So anyways, looking good for our Thunder. I'm not too worried. If 10 was like super excited, like we're just rolling down the road, and 1 was like danger mode, I mean, maybe a 7 right now, 7 or 8 out of 10, depending on how long these injuries, especially SGA's. Well, let's hope it's just some rest. Let's hope it's just some rest. So, all right, cool. So now let's talk some NBA Top Shot action tonight. We're excited about this, and I'm really excited to jump into Top Shot and share some things with you. We're going to do a deep dive tonight. For those of you that don't know, because we're getting to know each other, it's the first stream of Chasing the Storm. But my day job is I am an assistant principal at a middle school here in Oklahoma. And so I work with kiddos all day. And part of my job is analyzing a lot of data when it comes to student test scores and all those type of things that it comes to being a school administrator. So I really like spreadsheets and I enjoy them. And so why not pair up spreadsheets, but with some NBA Top Shot? So I'm going to jump into that before we go to the Top Shot website, because I'm proud of this work and I want to share it with you. And it's a little bit of alpha for those of you that are joining on Chasing the Storm. Hopefully you can make some informed decision, not financial advice, of course, but want you to see what's happening with moment prices, how they're changing. And also as we get through the year and we add more and more, especially freshman gyms coming up in 2 weeks, how is that going to look at pack price? How is that going to affect the rookie debut price? How's it going to affect origin price? How many are going to be burned? Hopefully some of this can get us some info that we need. So here is what I'm going to share with you right now. And this is my big time rookie pricing spreadsheet. And again, before you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck are you doing, Levi? Let's talk about it. Okay. So I've got rookie debuts over here. Top Shot student moments. Now that would be pretty cool. Now I have made some all-stars that scored high on our tests. I have made them some cards in the past, some cardboard, but I don't know. I might need to reach out to the folks at Top Shot here. That's a pretty cool moment. Like they get a legendary if they get the super high score on the test, and then if they do pretty well, they're going to get the rare. And then if they're just showing up every day doing what they need to do, they can get those uncommons. Instead of hoop vision, we can do like pass the state test vision. I think you're onto something, Chewy. We might need to collaborate on that. Anyways, let's talk about this rookie debuts. I've got these. I need to do a quick sort here for price. So as you can see, I got the name of the rookie. I've got what their price is right now from the marketplace, and then what the change is from last week. So if you can see, people are stocking up here on rookie debut. We are up almost across the board in the base, but taking a little bit of hit here in the blockchain, right? A little bit of hit in the blockchain. Cooper Flag's blockchain is $23 cheaper this week than it was last week. And then hardcourt over here are your top prices for the out of 50. And then what these numbers mean is this is how many base moments it takes to make up a blockchain, how many base moments it takes to make up a hardcourt. So they're red if it's a lot, that tells you that the hardcourt's pretty heavily priced. And they're green if it's pretty cheap. And you might even consider, like right here, it jumps out at you with Trey Johnson. It's $19 for a base moment on the marketplace, but it's 26 for a blockchain. So, do you want to spend that extra $7 to get the parallel? So kind of cool to see this, kind of cool to look at these pricing. Cooper Flag is, of course, going to lead you. Con, right up here. Thanks, Banana. Good to see you. Thanks for the positive energy, and thanks for saying that. We're having fun here on Chasing the Storm, episode 1. Thanks, every one of you guys, for being here. And I do have some giveaways later that I'm gonna do, and one of them is thanks to my friend that should still be in the chat. Hopefully, Magic Top Shot. He provided one, so stick around. We've got giveaways coming up. So we got Cooper Flag, we got Con Knipples coming in at number 2, and then Dylan Harper, then VJ, and then Derek Queen. So those are your top 5s. And then we get down here to the lows. Just don't want to leave out anybody, but if you want to snag up some long shots down here, never wrong when you can get a $3 blockchain. I'm just saying, you never know. Oh yeah, I need one of these for all day. I'll be honest with you, Top Shot, Hot Shot. I'm not into football a whole bunch. Basketball is kind of my life. Is a preference, but I've heard a lot of cool things about All Day, and I haven't really checked it out, but I need to. But that would be cool. It might be something just to make for fun. So that's rookie debut, just so you can see that a little bit. And I track this throughout the week and each week. And in Okie Rips, I put that on the short as well. And as we continue on with Chasing the Storm, we'll keep you updated and we'll get you with all these. So we're going to now go over to Origins. So just give me 1 second to get this Origin stuff taken care of. Your screen's going to be like, what are you doing, Levi? But just a little bit here so I can get all these things hidden. And we can look just at our Origin prices. All right, so we're looking at Origin. Cooper Flag still holding strong above the $300 mark. Then our same top 5 here: Con, VJ, Derek Queen, Dylan Harper. Excuse me. Okay, a lot of stuff All Day needs for sure. When we're looking here, Origins have lost a little bit, but if we see, it's kind of the opposite of rookie debut. They've got a lot more growth here in the hex wave, in that 25. Maybe it's that 20 out of the 25 moment that's driving that. Maybe it's out of the 10 for Jukebox, but Jukebox is really pretty locked in. Colton, my man, I always get to say hi to you in the mornings. It's great to say hi to you. Thanks for coming to the first ever of our fun here with Chasing the Storm. So glad you're here, man. But some really cool stuff here. And again, looking at this, the red tells you that maybe we're a little bit overpriced on this Jukebox. But when you're looking at the green, let's be honest, Cooper's multiple for a Jukebox over the rare moment, especially when it comes to Hexwave. I mean, let's be honest. Are you buying a Cooper Flag Origin rare for 308? Or are you, thanks, man. I appreciate you, Colton. Or are you buying the Hexwave at 465? I mean, I would want to jump in and grab that Hexwave because we have all seen Cooper Flag play and generational talent, guys. I mean, and just it's going to be crazy to see. I've got MGLE right over here. And if we're looking, this is something that I found was really interesting. Let's check this out. Hexwave all day. I agree with you, Colton. I agree 100%. So maybe just wanting you to make your own decisions here, but I think there's some value in a Cooper MGLE right now. So check this out with me. Excuse me. We got Con at 89 or 98. And then for an MGLE, he's at 132. VJ's at 85, 92, pretty close there. Derek's at 66. And then we've got 80 over here. Really looking at this hex wave flag, 465 to the hex wave MGLE 699. The hex wave of the origin is a pretty good deal, but I think our MGLE of the base is a pretty good deal. So I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see what happens to MGLE and Origins whenever Freshman Gems comes out. So I don't want to have too much of the stream be just looking at a spreadsheet, but I like to share a little bit about it so you get a little bit of alpha and you can see some of the cool stuff that's going on. Who gets this $2? I think it's our awesome friends at Collecting and Connecting who make all this possible and are doing some of the awesome things. And just plugging it out there, shout out if you are not a member of the Collecting and Connecting group on YouTube where you can subscribe, I highly encourage it. You get access to a private Discord, some really awesome Discord connections there. And let's be honest, the Collecting Connecting community is doing some really awesome stuff right now in this community. So we're love to be a part of it. So super excited that they Polly asked me to do a part of this. I'm loving it. And if you're not plugged into Collecting Connecting, you should be. So many great content things here. It's gonna be awesome. I think tomorrow night is down in the bayou, so make sure you watch some really awesome things from our friend down in New Orleans. But that's always a great stream too. Tons of the streams are great. Cleveland stream is great. The Hive, all of it. So check it all out and join for Collecting and Connected. Yeah, there he is. Join us. Exactly right. It's exactly right. Okay. So without further ado, I think it's time to go over to NBA Top Shot. This is something that will be a part of every single one of my streams, and it is locking, as Colton says, for the culture. So we are going to lock a moment live on the stream every time we get together because locking and burning are beautiful things, and they should be practiced all the time. So if you are a Top Shot person, you need to be doing those things, locking and burning as much as you possibly can. All right, let's go over to my collection here. Some of you guys might have seen, I picked up a really cool moment through the Banana Mac washes your vehicle twice. There you go, Top Shot, Hot Shot. Lakers squad goals rare in the Discord coming up. Sweet, guys. Make sure you get in that Collecting and Connecting Discord to have a shot at the squad goals rare for the Lakers. Always some great giveaways happening in the Discord there. Let's get down here and let's pull up this beautiful moment. We're going to go ahead and play it for here. Sorry if that volume is loud. If it is, let me know. I will turn it down. Ooh. We appreciate the queen of mid-range. Oh, just beautiful, just beautiful. Let's take a quick moment to just to look at it in all its beautifulness here, as it is the jersey match of MGLE for 25-26. And guess what? It's time to lock it down. Let's do it. Live on the string. Confirm with our friends at Dapper and all of their work. Yeah, that is some great music for that. I'm not gonna lie, I've ripped so many packs now doing Oki rips every single day. I'm kind of got a vibe for the rip music, for the pack music. So, all right, it is locked away, guys. Sorry if you wanted the jersey of the MGLE for Shea. You can talk to me about it in 365 days. And hey, okay, let's let me. I'm just gonna bring this up to my Thunder friends that might be watching here. I got to keep that first place in the leaderboard for the seasonal leaderboard. I have a lot of work to do on the all-time leaderboard, but just cracked this top 100 recently, so I'm excited. All right, so I think it's time. I think it's time to do. I think it's time to do something cool. I think it's time to do a quick little rip. I think it's time to open a hollow icon pack because that's what we need to do. So let's get that queued up and let's do a live rip right here. All right. All right, let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen here. We're golden. Here it comes up. See if you guys are tracking with me. You are. Okay, here we go, guys. Wish me luck. Going in. Hollow Icon standard pack. Let's rip live, baby. Oh man, come on! It just hit a certain way. Let's be honest. It just hit a certain way. It just hit. Here we go. Okay, let's. Hollow Icon standard pack. See what we got. Thanks for the good lucks. Double rare would be awesome. I'd still in all these rips. I've ripped quite a few of these packs. No Hollow Icon yet. I would love it. I mean, it would be a movie for the stream tonight. First moment, Hoop Vision. It's got a really great fun. Oh, the real Hoop Vision. Oh, out of 50, baby. 40 out of 50. Hard court. Hoop Vision. Come on. If you're at home, you can do this. No one will see you, but you can all see me. That is the Hoop Vision moment. All right, second one. Here we got. Oh, there, what we got? Marquis. Julius Randle, 177 out of 247. Let's look at this moment. I don't think I've looked at this moment. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Nice little step through. Ooh, nice little finish. Okay. I'm worried about the Timberwolves as a Thunder fan. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not a 7-game series with them this year would be different than 7-game series last year. So. All right, next moment. Hoop Vision, number 2. All right, for Cleveland, ball 218. Yeah, just going past that one. Next one up, Vintage Vibes. Next is 783 out of 994. Let's get a little vintage in our life here with this moment. This is for your Kings, Chew. That's why we're watching this high quality 480p. I echo that, Colton. I mean, that might have been one of the worst on draft night, Chewy, for your Kings, and so sad. You're so justified to be upset with your franchising. I'm just gonna be honest. And that's me not being I don't claim to be a fan. I'm a Thunder homer. I watch a lot of other games. I don't know what you know about the Kings, but just from an outsider's perspective, man, it's rough. That pass is delicious. And so is that shot clock. Let's be honest. Hashtag bring back your non-green circular shot clocks. Let's go back to the big box. All right, next one for the Lakers. Hey, 451 out of 35-31. A cool, crisp 400 plus of these moments have been burned. And last moment, Mojo, what do we got? And at the end, some bonus. Okay, some bonus. 33.50. A little bit of a Kings pack. All right, that was nice. Nice little pack rip for the stream there. Pretty cool. I like that. I like that first one out of the gate. That Hoop Vision. Something about Hoop Vision that's just really, really nice. That 40 out of 50. I like that Hoop Vision moment too. It's really, really nice. So, all right, it's time to go back and check the live, and then we'll jump into fast break and see where we're at on that for right now. But let's check out those scores, guys. I want to keep you up to date with the live action in the NBA tonight on this Thursday evening. Let's get in and look at the scores. Here we go. All right, refreshed and ready. All right, Wizards up on the Pistons. Wow. Okay. Wow, 14 points in the third quarter. They can still pull it out, but man, Wizards are. I mean, I'll take an L in the loss column for the Pistons. That's for sure. Cade Cunningham, 17, 6, and 6, looking good on that stat line. Hey, Magic fan, your Magic are looking pretty solid and pretty strong here against the Nets, 74-56. Hey, thanks, Chewy, man. Appreciate you coming into the stream. Glad you're here. My favorite Thunder moment. We'll talk in just a little bit. I'll be honest with you, and I'll have a good story to share with that. All right, come on, Jazz. We want you to win in Thunderland. We want you to win and go on a nice, win 9 out of the next 10. I'd be okay with that. Colton is cussing at me through his screen right now, but pretty close game there against the Hawks. Hey, Bananas Raptors are ahead of the Bulls at half. Let's check it out here. Brandon Ingram, 22-4-3. All right. Hornets, 42-34 over the Rockets. LaMelo Ball with a pretty strong game so far. 16 points going in. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. That could be a high-scoring game there. The Jazz will keep their pick. If I had to put some money on it, I'd say 95%. You're exactly right, sir. But the 5% is what I can hope for. Yes, absolutely. Your Raptors are going to be somebody to look out for in the East, Banana. I'm telling you, I just get the feeling they could be a team that really has something to do in a 7-game series, or when they get that matchup that could really cause some trouble, especially with no offense against the East, but not quite the caliber of the West, I would say. I'd love to debate that with anybody in the comments, but. All right, Spurs 9-6 over the Mavericks early. Wemby with all 9 of the Spurs points. So he could have just gone out there, all 10 now. He could have just gone out there by himself and leave everybody else out, and they would be ahead of the Mavericks right now. But let's see. Again, Cooper Flag. I've been to quite a few games down in American Airlines Center. I always try to make it, because it's a short, 3.5-hour drive from here. I, just like Luka was our kryptonite, and I got to watch in person SGA foul him a few years ago when the Mavs made it all the way to the finals, and it was just heartbreaking. I really worry about Flag being kind of somebody that we're going to have to really worry about in the future. And then pregame for the Warriors and Suns, that should be a good matchup later. And then the Lakers 76ers game is much, much later in the evening time. All right. I said we would go to standings earlier. We didn't look at the East, so I don't want to hate on any of the folks that are here for the East. But the Pistons are definitely at the top there. A nice little cushion over the Knicks. I think the Celtics, once they're all healthy, once they get back some of their stars, I'm worried about that. Seattle is going to rep the Celtics for sure. Hey, thank you so much for the luck from Deadhead. Thank you, man. Cleveland Cavs here are tied in the loss column with the 76ers. And then there's your Raptors just inside of the play-in there, Banana. And then you've got Heat and Magic, Hawks and Bulls. Man, quite a bit of clutter here between the Bucks and the Heat, all 4 away from each other in the loss column. That's going to be really interesting to see. I wonder who the 2 are going to be that are out of this. I don't know. It's I could see the Hawks going that way. I think the Bucks find some way to get into a play-in. I don't know. Hey, what's good, D. Dabney? Thanks for joining, man. Glad you're here tonight. Thanks for joining. Thanks for dropping it in the comments. So it'll be really interesting to see. Okay, I think it was somebody that asked me what my favorite Thunder moment was. Well, I got to share it with you. So let me get it up here. And it's when I think, fellow Top Shot people, you let me know. Sorry, I'm going to take another drink of my Sprite here. Champions 2025, just for everyone to see. This is how we do it here in Oklahoma City. We put it on everything because it's our first professional sport franchise win. So we put it on our Sprite cans. The moment that Top Shot clicked for me, and where I went from, I told the story earlier that I went on a plane to the NBA Cup, and that's where I met my great friend Thunder Hour. now we're good friends, and that's where I met him. And he talked me up on Top Shot, and I was bought in. He sent me an Isaiah Joe moment. It was my first moment. You can look in my history, you see it as my first moment. And now knowing that he's a super Isaiah Joe guy, that was super kind of him to do. And so what Miphiatl is here. Welcome, man. Glad you're here. Anyways, on that story, this is when I got serious and I know it seems so silly, and I don't have my mug here and I don't have my jersey, but when Top Shot said that they were going to give you a jersey for locking the rare set from the playoffs and a coffee cup, I don't know why that intrigued me, but I just really wanted a coffee cup with NBA Top Shot on it, and I wanted a jersey. I don't know why. It seemed cool. I liked the idea of it. It gave me purpose to do it, and it was fun ripping the playoff packs, especially as the Thunder were doing well in the playoffs. And so my favorite Thunder moment here, as I will quit just talking and I will start navigating to it, so you guys don't have to just see my face. But it is when we had the finals. And I really felt in my soul after we made it through the Denver series and won all 7 games in a game 7. And that atmosphere was electric, by the way. I really felt like this was something that we needed to be really on top of, because it could be our year to get to get that chip. Like, it really felt like it could have been our year to get the chip. So I decided then that if we went to the finals, that I was going to go ahead and purchase every Thunder moment in Legendary, because I didn't know if we'd make it again, and I had a feeling that we would win it all, and I wanted to have that, especially in this new thing that I was in. So what that required is this: when they were doing these locking challenge reward sets, it required me getting the Chet and the Alex and the Jalen, the way they had it set up. You needed the Dort, you needed all the moments, and then the Shea was the pinnacle. So this also, not just being out of 27 and being a Legendary and loving it, but I did get the awesome opportunity. My dad, he is retired, and now he is enjoying some time down in Mexico right now, living the retired life. But he and I were the first ones to sit in our seats together in 330 row H, seat 14 and 15, way back in 2010 when I was in college, and I made my first big boy purchase and bought season tickets to the Thunder. And so we sat through all those games together. And so we had always said, if we get another chance, we're going to go to an away finals game. And so we decided to fly to Indiana and watch the Pacers game 4 and enjoy what we knew needed to be a win, especially after they stole game 1 from us. And so we went to the Pacers, and I was there in the absolute nosebleeds for a pretty reasonable price to see that step back. This is being really honest with you. I'm not super big on the trash talk at games, but man, there was a guy beside me that was just all things Pacer, just like I'm all things Thunder. And man, we had the trash talk going back and forth, and he was letting me have it the whole game because they were ahead. Anyways, then we came back at the end and we made the shots. We pulled ahead, and I just absolutely screamed in his face, "Let's go!" And all things Thunder. We started chanting Thunder. There were probably maybe 200 Thunder fans there total in the whole arena. But that is why this moment is a special moment for me. I've taken it. It was always on my pin, but I took it off my pin because I'm really in love with the Mojo, guys. I'm going to be honest. The Mojo is a cool moment. Cool set. I'm excited that Mojo is there. And the top script is really off the chain too. And having Case and Wallace and J-Dub in those. But enough talk. I'm going to let the sound do the talking for me. This beautiful moment. Oh, that step back was just so clean. We're going to watch the whole thing again. We're going to enjoy it in all of its glory here. But this is definitely my favorite moment. And the crazy part of that whole experience was super props, man. I don't know if there's any Pacers fans that are watching this, but man, your fan base is awesome. The Gainbridge Fieldhouse is serious, and I know it's the NBA Finals, but I've been to a few arenas in my life. I've gone to games in Houston and Dallas, and gone to games in Denver, and I know it's the finals, but Gainbridge Fieldhouse absolutely rocking. But we're proud here in Oklahoma City of having a loud arena, but it was loud. Great fan base, great trash talk. It was a positive. Can't say that everywhere that I've gone from Dallas, but really was a quality time here. Oof, oof, oh. Everyone that thinks that's a travel, I have a problem with you. It's just in that mid-range game. Delicioso. Oh my goodness. So that is just an absolutely lovely moment. I love every minute of it. Okay. Well, I think it's time that we do a giveaway. And so it's going to take a little bit. I'm going to give us a little bit of time in the chat, but because it's the first stream, we're just going to go with, if you put, I'm going to set a timer here for like a minute. And then everyone that puts Storm in the chat is going to have a chance to win this triple badge moment. This is from my friend, Magic Top Shot and Aaron Wiggins. It's a base set moment. We'll be giving one of those away right now. So, but it's triple. It's triple badge. It's pretty awesome. So put Storm in the comments real quick, and it's showing 7:56. We'll keep that open until 7:58. I'll put all these names in a spinner, and we'll spin that live for us. Okay. So let me get that set up here. While we do that, let me get over here so you guys can catch up on these scores for the games as they are happening right now. So here we go. Let's get back over here so we can look at these live scores in the NBA. All right. Coming at you games live on this evening. Keep that up for us, and let's get a little music going here while we get these in the spinner, guys. All right. All right, I want to hear your take, guys. What is the biggest? Hit me up in the comments as we're doing this. If not, put Storm in there. You got about 1 more minute to enter this giveaway. But what's your biggest takeaway from the trade deadline? What was your biggest surprise? And I want to talk about it. So, what was your biggest surprise from this trade deadline season that could have been honestly a lot crazier than it was? But I want to hear from you. All right, getting these names in here. All right, and we'll call it right there because it's 7:58. So the last one in is Chris. Let's see, GSA 420. All right, perfect. Okay, Magic's going to send it to the winner because it's still in his possession, so that's cool. All right, let's see what you guys think. Zubac to the Pacers. That was a very unexpected trade, and I didn't expect the Pacers to be making a lot of moves. But I mean, long term, I mean, I worry about the Pacers when Halliburton comes back, especially if they're, I mean, where they're at and the draft class that we've got going on to add, a rookie in with Halliburton. I think that's something really to watch. So. Got to see JJ Jr.'s last game as a Grizz live. That's awesome, Chris Treat. Very cool. Cam Thomas waived. Yes, Harden to the Cavs. That was surprising. He really has just bounced around. I know he's looking for that title. He is looking for that title. I thought with that maybe there'd be another move to the Cavs, but very interesting. Yeah, Kessler should not move from the Jazz. That would not be good. All right, we're in there, guys. Looks like checking up on the feed here on the Magic are ahead of the Nets. Look at there. Pretty comfortably there into the third. The Wizards are still holding an 11-point lead over the Pistons. That's upset alert right there. All right, Jazz 1 point ahead of the Hawks, 70-69. Got the Raptors up by 3. That's narrowed a little bit there. And then we've got 9-point lead for the Hornets over the Rockets. And then the Spurs. Wemby has decided to get other people involved with the Spurs here. 27-20 over the Mavericks, still in the pregame for the Suns. And all right. Okay, without further ado, let's give away this awesome moment from our friend Magic Top Shot here. Let's get this up here on the screen, the wheel. Give everybody just a second to make sure that they see their own name on it, and I can make corrections if we need to. All right. We got D. Dabney, got Chris Treat, Colt, and Jammers. G. Boust, got Chris Treat. Chris Treat, maybe he's in there twice. I think that's right. Those are different people. There we go. I don't want to add it twice. I want to be fair, everybody. Magic Top Shot's in for his own giveaway. Magic, if you hit that, I've got something else for you from my side because you're awesome in your generosity. Top Shot, Hot Shot, and GSA 420. If we're not missing anybody, everyone see their name on there. All right. Once we do this, I'll take the first number between 1 and 10 in the chat, and we will we'll randomize that up here before we spin it. All right, the rock music will pause here as we get going. Okay, 3. Jammer says 3. Here it is. All right, best of luck, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we are spinning. D. Dabney! All right. That moment is coming to you, man. Congratulations, Aaron Wiggins. Base set, but triple Badger. That is coming your way. D. Dabney, make sure that that we have your exact NBA Top Shot, and Magic Top Shot's going to send that over to you, man. So that's awesome. Okay, we got the wheel made, so we're going to go ahead and spin it again, and this one's for me. Whoever wins this wheel spin, we're going to go over and we're going to rip a Hollow Icon Chance Pack, and you're going to get whatever's in it no matter what. And D. Dabney, I put you back in here for this too. So this is awesome. We're rolling. All right, here we go. Let's go another number so we can randomize. Shoot me another number in the chat, guys. Double giveaways. Hey, can't go wrong with double giveaways. Let's do it. We got the wheel built. We'll do it. Give me that number in the chat. We'll randomize that, and then we will go over and rip a Hollow Icon Chance. Lakers squad goals in the Collecting and Connecting Discord too, guys. Make sure you're over there for that. All right, 9, Top Shot, Hot Shot says. Memphiato's rolling, man. Memphiato, that was tough, that case break the other day, man. That was so brutal. I was feeling it for you. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. But, I mean, you're going to get that back. I believe it's going to come back around to you. You're going to get it in one of your videos you make, man. Props to Memphiato. He ripped a Top Shot pack on a plane. I mean, that's legit, guys. That's legit. All right, we're going 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here we go for Top Shot Hollow Icon Chance Hit Pack. Who's it going to? Chris Treat 7631. Congrats, man. Congrats. Let's go and rip you a pack live on the stream. All right. All right, Chris Treat, what is your, while I get this loading up here, man, I'm going to write down, what is your username so I can make sure it's sent exactly where it needs to be. Let me get my pad of paper here. Awesome. All right, here we go. Got you. Here it is. TREATICUS. Excellent. We'll send it whenever the stream is over, man. So I'll get it to you once we end the stream tonight. All right. So here we go. Let's go to packs. And let's go over to the Hollow Icon Chance Hit packs here. Okay. You let me know, man. I've got, I want it to be your choice. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 rows of them. And I got position 1, 2, and 3. So give me the row 1 through 8 and give me 1, 2, 3. Which one you want, and that one's yours. Let you control your destiny. Row 7. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pack 2 right here in the middle. That's the one I shall click on, and we shall open. Okay. Again, obligatory jam. Woo! Just had to let that hit right there. All right, here we go. Best of luck to you, sir. Best of luck in this chance hit pack. Would it be a movie? I'm just going to speak it into existence before we do it here. Would it be a movie if we pulled some heat? I mean, we'll take the rare, but if we pulled even more heat from this pack, I've got a feeling. Maybe we got something. It's going to you, Chris. Best of luck. Here we go. Out the gate, who's been Jalen Brunson, 108. Got a 986. A little bit of burnage there. Up. The Bucks. Antetokounmpo, brother of Giannis. 207. Calling him the brother of Giannis. 207 out of 34. 49. And best of luck. Third moment mojo. The Memphiattle spot. In pack, to be honest. He has trademarked the last moment in the pack. Joel Embiid, 1544. There's not a whole bunch of fire in there, man, but congrats on the rip. I'm going to get those 3 to you coming your way when the stream is over, okay? Speaking of, the last little bit of our live stream tonight is I wanted to go over, again, a little bit more data for you guys that are super nerds like me in Top Shot, and that is where I track the pack prices, right? Every single day, and this is a great time. If you're not following Collecting and Connecting, if you're not following myself, I'm Okiekid09-TS on YouTube, and Levi Dobrinsky, that's my real name, LeviDobrinski on the X. And you can just look hashtag Okie Rips. That's the only thing that's pulling up. But I rip an NBA Top Shot pack every single day of the year in 2026 and maybe beyond. Who knows? But it's fun. And part of that is I buy a lot of packs, which is costing a little bit of investment. But so I like to watch the pack prices. So I am going to show you this awesome little spreadsheet that I've got rocking that really shows those, and it shows amazing growth in this Hollow Icon pack business. So I want to share this with you because again, and if you're like Levi, don't nerd out, then be honest with me. I like it. This is the first episode. We're learning together. But I wanted to share, because it's a pretty cool thing, I think. So here's rookie debuts. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit here so you can hopefully see that it with just a little bit better. And as you can see, I've got every single pack there. And if you look, the MSRP, what it dropped for, okay, what originally the price was, and then every week I just plug it in here. I mean, it's there, but there's no way to really look at historical unless you look at each one. So I just put it all in one place. And as you can see, you know, if you bought a case back when it was released, it's $31.97 right now. So it is 127% of the price. And those boxes that were $250 are now $498. The next level to this is I'm going to go in and kind of be tracking what hits are still in each box, in each case, in each standard pack, in the toppers, because I think that's going to be really cool as we get more and more burn through of the packs and be able to really dive in and see what's left. So you can see, I think there might have been one of ones hit in this case. So we had the change of $52 down from the case this week as opposed to last. But you can see it definitely has come down since its high here on the 11th of January. So here's Origins. Okie, a mad scientist. Oh, yeah. Like I told you guys, I'm just an assistant principal at a middle school. That's my day job. And a lot of what I do is looking at student data and making sure that they are the best human beings that they can be. And part of that is helping them grow in their math and English and reading and music and everything else. And so I like spreadsheets. And I like Top Shot. So I'm going to do both of them together. So Origins, you can see that price has not really held up with the MSRP that was released. I think a lot of that goes to the hollow icon packs. You get that guaranteed rare. In Origins, we didn't get that guaranteed rare. But Origins is still a really nice product. And honestly, their standard packs at $23, if I had a bargain, and again, just my own personal view, the bargain out there is this standard pack that's $23. And the standard pack being for $23, I think it's a good deal. I'm going to switch screens real quick because I want to show you what's still in these packs. There is still some heat in those packs that should not be overlooked. Let me get this pulled up here, guys. Let's go to the marketplace, and we're gonna look here at the packs and dive deep there into that standard pack for Origins. All right, we're going here. And then we're going to scroll down and see what we got here. Hopefully it loads more for us and we'll get there quickly. But there's still, I think, a Dirk, if I'm remembering it right from my brain. This is why I want to put it on there so I can keep tracking that and looking at it. There's the case topper. There's that. Where's our standard pack? Here it is. Standard pack. So let's look at this drop together. Giving out all the sauce, don't give it all away, man. I'm not giving it all away. It's for the community, man. It's for the community. I want us all to know it together. And so, yeah, like the Clipper Skyline still in there. You still got a Cooper Flag jukebox, and there's one left in there. You got a Dylan Harper jukebox that's in there. You still got Cedric Coward jukebox that's in there. You have two Cooper Flags, regular Cooper Flags. You got an Ace Bailey jukebox. A real Top Shot Talk, who is also a teacher. That's awesome, man. I love that. And then you got some Nemhard Mojo. You got Desmond Bain Mojo. Just still a lot of heat here. And I know there's 2,559 packs, but you're looking at an Ultimate with the Skyline and 9 Legendaries. And so, what, 0.5% chance? But still, for the $23 price and the potential to hit some Origins, I think it's the steal out there. And it's actually what's going to be Okie Rips today after the stream. I'm going to rip one of these open for that because we've got to keep that streak going, even though we're doing this awesome episode 1 of Chasing the Storm. Okay, real quick, we'll hop back and I want to show you this hollow icon, and then we'll do one more giveaway, and then we'll go watch the rest of the NBA action tonight and have just a great Thursday evening on this other side of the trade deadline. All right, let's go back and look at these hollow icon packs. I just absolutely love the heat in those packs. And you can see that the price has really reflected that too. You're looking at what was $250, or $250 was $337, $419, $438. I was lucky. I put in for a lot of boxes, hoping that I wouldn't get them all because the credit card would have blown up if I would have gotten all that I put in for. But knowing that there was that demand, I was able to get, I think, 6 boxes is what I got, and I've tried to keep a couple in the coffers, but it's really hard to not rip them with the heat that's in there, and you're getting all kind of parallels and shout out to Top Shot for what they did with parallels this year. I love the parallel game. But looking at this, 180% of packs is the price right now, 175 for boxes, and then cases are up there. Still have chance hits that are available. I think they're down to like the last 10 or 15% there. This is also interesting, and this is super alpha. If you're watching this deep into the stream, thanks for sticking around for me for episode 1. But if you take a box and you deconstruct it out, it's actually $4.31. So this tells you it's a little bit cheaper to buy the pieces of the box. Whereas on Origins, again, maybe an arbitrage opportunity for you, but the box being $264, when you deconstruct it, is $275. The case, almost have a $185 difference between the two of those. So just another cool, interesting way to look at it. Check things out. I told people that parallels this season were on point. You're exactly right, sir. It wasn't too much to be overwhelming. And honestly, championship Sprite just tastes better. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna roll with it as long as I can here while we hold the cup in our city. The trophy, rather. We don't hold the cup. We can't win the NBA Cup, but I don't think anyone really cares. But you're exactly right, man. Like the scarcity is what I love. I love the scarcity. I love that we're seeing Holo Icon out of 50. I love that the MGLE for rookies is out of 129. Like all of that is really exciting to me to see, just because like it's matching up for what it should be in that scarcity, and then those parallels mean something, and they really are a moment of pulling something big. Whenever you hit a jukebox, when you hit a blockchain, or when you hit hardcore, or any of those, you feel it, and it stayed consistent. I love that you got jukebox in Galactic and Omega in Mojo. You've got the same in TopScript. It's really cool to see that consistency, because then you start knowing the product, start knowing the what you've got rolling, and that part is just really, really cool. So, all right. Okay, guys, let's go over to check on the action real quick again and see where those scores are. Some of those games are probably getting close to concluding here. We might be watching live to see here. All right, Wizards. That lead is not as much as it was, but 114 to 107. Still got a 7-point lead on the Pistons. Cade Cunningham is close to a triple-double here, 28, 8, and 8. Magic with a 20-point lead now over the Nets. I think your Magic can put a W in that win column there. Magic Top Shot with a triple-double from Jalen Suggs. Look at that, 15, 10, and 10. Really, really nice line. Oh, okay, third quarter only. I was like, whoa, I thought we were buzzer beating here, but we got a whole nother quarter there. Jazz up by 3. Raptors into the third are up by 12. Hornets are up by 11 over the Rockets right now. And with Jabari Smith still having a pretty good is that Suggs' first triple-double? Wow, okay. You saw it here first, guys. Right here live on the stream when Jalen Suggs got his first triple-double. That's of many to come, though, Magic. I would not be surprised if that's his one and only for sure. Mavericks and Spurs pretty close here, 1 point away. 1 point difference here in the second quarter. Still a lot to go there. Man, this has been in pregame for quite a while between Warriors and Suns. And then 76ers and Lakers for the late night. That's going to be a good matchup, I think. I'm really going to see here. That matchup would be a good one to watch, and probably will keep me up later than it should tonight. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think we need to do one more live industry giveaway, and I like ripping. That's what kind of has got me plugged in. So we're going to give away one more Holo Icon Chance Pack to whoever. We're going to do another wheel. So real quick, let's throw. What should we throw in? What should we throw in the comments to get this thing rolling? Thanks to you. Yeah, rookie MJLE was out of 129, man. They're keeping it low. And on the base sets, if it's a Top Shot debut for him, it's only out of 1,000. It's not out of 4,000. So really good stuff to make sure you're watching for those. Let's just put. I think we should put. I don't know. Let's put EP1, episode 1, EP1. So hit me in the chat with EP1, and we'll keep it open for about 2 minutes here. Once I see that first one come in, we'll do the 2-minute right after that, and I'll get another wheel made up for us, and we'll give one more thing away before we call it an evening tonight, guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me for Chasing the Storm. I hope you had some fun. We talked a lot of things Thunder at the beginning of the stream, so if you missed that first part, hop back over and watch it on YouTube and on X, so you can get caught up on a lot of the Thunder talk. We jumped into some NBA Top Shot, showed you a little nerdy stats with my spreadsheets, and are really going to have some fun as we continue to do this. Man, All-Star break's right around the corner, and beyond just the All-Star break right around the corner. If you really think about it, guys, we need to get a countdown going, but the end of the regular season is way closer than we think. I mean, teams are playing their 50th game, a lot of them tonight. And so we are definitely on the downhill slide. Thank you so much for saying it was a great show. I'm glad you liked it. I enjoyed it. And again, a lot of you guys I know so well. Thanks for coming out and supporting me. And we gotta throw this out there, and this has to be what we end with before we do the final giveaway. Is if you guys are not a part of Collecting and Connecting, you are missing out on some serious great community. The Discord is great. All of the shows are great. A plug tomorrow night. I think tomorrow night is Bayou. Bayou Sniper's got his show down in the Bayou, or down. I might be quoting the show wrong, but man, that's a quality show you got to watch. Some really good alpha there about up and comers. Everything New Orleans Pelicans. The shows almost every day of the week now. And if you haven't, you should jump in and join on YouTube the subscription. I think it's $2.99 a month. I mean, half the price of a water at the gas station a month, to have an incredible Discord that's a private Discord, access to specific giveaways, some really awesome stuff. So if you're not a part of that, jump in with our friends at Collecting and Connecting and support all the great things that are happening there. And really just shout out to everybody. So it looks like it's the two of you guys to end the stream tonight. So we'll do, let me get that rolling on here. And we'll go between Polly and D Dabney, Minfiaddle. We'll get it rocking and rolling here. Okay, let me get this all set up, and then we'll do that last giveaway of the night and rip that final pack. All right, here we go. We're going over to it. Spinning the wheel. Let's see. I'm gonna randomize it one time since it's show number 1, guys. So I'll give it one randomize, see who ends up on top, and then we'll spin it. Okay. You guys see that? All right. Perfect. All right. Here it comes at you. Randomize. Stayed the same. Let's spin it. Good luck, guys. Ooh, it's gonna stay there for you, man. 2-in-1 stream. Let's go. Nice. All right. I know your username, my friend. Okay. Best of luck to this heat, man. We'll end the stream with this rip and this giveaway. Here we go. You're going to get the same thing. I'll let you, once I get it up, I'll let you decide which pack you want to open. All right. You got them by threes right here, and I think if I'm doing my math right, you should have 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't really know if this matters, but it seems cool to click on the one you want. So row 6, pack 3. Okay, let's go from the top, double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pack 3 is this one. Clicking on it. All righty, sir. Again, just a little bit to jam to this pack opening music. All right, the vibe is set, and I'm going to the back moment for you, sir. I know that's what you like, so I got you there. Okay, we'll go to the back one first. Here we go. Best of luck to you, sir. For the Raptors, Ingram, 1651 out of 34. 52. Middle moment. For the Clippers, Dunn, 39.90. Oh, 10 off of that perfect cereal, man. 10 off that perfect cereal. All right, the last moment of episode 1. Best of luck. Can we get a rare for you, man? That'd be a movie. Let's see it. Green for the Pistons, 2011. 33.69 is left. All right, sorry, man. It wasn't a whole bunch of heat, but can you ever have a bad pack? You can't, right? So anyways, without further ado, guys, thank you so much for coming in for episode 1 of Chasing the Storm. I'm your man, Okiekid09. I'm on that on YouTube and on X. I'm Levi Dobrinsky, LeviDobrinski, or you can just search hashtag OkiRips, where I rip an NBA Top Shot pack every single day of the year. And will for the rest of the year in 2026. So with that, guys, we'll end the stream tonight. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being a part of episode 1. And thank you so much, Collecting and Connecting. Polly and all the guys and gals, appreciate you and love it. And have a great rest of your Thursday, guys. Thanks.